Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be making this beautiful design on this Bubu dress. If this is what you like to watch, please stick to the end of this video. Thank you to all my returning subscribers. Let's quickly dive into this. Now my fabric is folded into 4. I have 2 yards of fabric here. Okay, yes, folded into 4. So now we are going to be using the full length of this fabric, 60 inches. Okay, now I'm going to take the shoulder measurement, the shoulder divided by 2, it gives me 8. The shoulder is 16. Divided by 2, it gives me 8 inches. And we are going to be using the rest for the sleeve, right? The rest of the fabric for the sleeve. Okay, that is what you see me marking. You can use 10 inches, 12, depending on the length of the sleeve that you want. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to reconfirm. This is the length of the sleeve. Then from the sleeve, okay, I'll go down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Okay. Then from there, I will do the arm length. That is the opening. Okay. This is what I'll be working with, right? Okay, that will be for the sleeve opening. So let's connect, right? This is for the sleeve opening. Okay, you can use 10, you can use 11, 12, depending on how open you want it to be, right? So I'm working on the neck width. The neck width I'm using is 3 inches. 3 inches or 3.5 thereabouts. Then I'm going to come down for the back neckline. This is what I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to be connecting the back neckline. Don't forget it's folded into 4. So we are cutting the front and the back together. So this is the back neckline. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to connect the shoulder slope, 1 inch shoulder slope to the neckline. Okay. Just connect the 1 inch shoulder slope to the neckline. Okay. We are just cutting a very simple bubu, and then we concentrate on the design at the front neckline. Okay, so this is it. So now what I'm going to do is get where I'm going to measure my hip circumference. Okay, now this is 11 inches that I'm marking. That is up to where we have our slip opening. So the hip measurement divided by 4, I'm going to mark it. Okay, don't forget we are using the hip measurement here because it's a Bubu dress. So I'm going to be adding about 4 to 5 inches, depending on what you want. 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches. Okay, I'm going to be adding it to the hip measurement, and you can see me bringing in the sleeve and connecting. Okay, so I'm also going to measure to know the total of what I have here. The hip divided by 4 and the allowance. This is it. Okay, so I'll quickly go to the hem of the gown and also measure it and draw a straight line across. Okay, I'll just measure it at the hem of the dress and draw a straight line, and that is what you see me cutting at this point. Okay, that is what you see me cutting at this point, right? This fabric gave me tough time. It's a Duchess fabric, but it's very light, very, very light. So you can see even at the edges, I had to pin it. So I'm cutting through the neckline. Okay, I'm cutting through the neckline, and this is the shoulder slope. Just watch me, you understand. I have pins all over there because I had to pin them down. The fabric is so light. Okay, so this is it. Okay, I'm removing the pins. I had to pin these ones down as well. Okay, so this is me cutting through the sleeve. Cutting through the sleeve. Okay, then at the armhole area, no, I have to make here curvy, right, so that it will not just be straight. Okay, so I will continue with the sleeve opening. Okay, just watch me as I cut. Can you see how curvy this place is? All right. So I just had to cut it out. So with this, I am done with cutting the fabric. Okay, I'm done. So at this point, if this video has been helpful to you, why not hit the subscribe button? So now I'm going to notch the middle point and I'm going to remove the back. Okay, I'm going to remove the back. It's now two pieces that I have here. So I'm going to remove one. One is going to be the back and the other one is going to be the front. Okay, so I'm going to be removing it right away. But before then, I'm going to measure the length of my V. How many inches? Okay, it now depends on your preference, right? So it can be 7, it can be 8, it can be 9, depending on how deep and open you want it to be, right? So the next thing I'll do now is to connect it to the neck width, right? That is what you see me doing. And when I'm done, I'm going to separate it. That is why you have to notch before you start. So by the time I'm arranging it, I'll still get the accurate measurement. Please make sure you remove the back totally so that you not go and cut it. Make sure you remove it totally. So this is the front neckline that I'm cutting. Please hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment on this video. Thank you for watching. Okay, so this is what we have for the front, right? So now, and this is what we have for the back. So I'm going to be doing the facing. Okay, so you just do the facing of the back and the front, then we go over to the design. So I've done the facing for the front. Okay, the front is our major. So I brought one of my Asooke, one strand. I don't want to cut it, so I'm going to be using this edge and the other edge because I don't want to cut the Asooke. So just watch the way I placed it. Okay, you place it closely. Okay, make sure it gets to the V, and before you start, you can fold it into two, your fabric into two, and make a crease line so that you get the center line. Okay, so you make sure that this Asooke gets to that crease line, then you pin it down. Okay, watch me as I pin. You pin it down. Like I said, this fabric gave me tough time because it was very light. Okay, so I continued to pin. Okay, continue to pin. Make sure you have enough pin to pin it down. Okay, but if you are using Mikado or Ankara, it will be a bit fair. Okay, so now you see me folding in. I'm making sure that what I'm folding in is at the crease line. It's either you do a crease line or you chalk down the middle of your V neckline. Make sure it doesn't exceed, can you see the middle? Make sure it doesn't exceed the middle. So I continue to fold until I get the shape I want. Continue to fold your Ankara, your Asooke in. Continue to fold it in. Okay, you continue to fold it in. Okay, so I'm going to pin this point. I'm going to pin it. Just try and pin. Okay, you keep folding until it makes the shape, either the V or the U that you want to see. Okay, so this is it, right? So I'm going to get the other edge of the Asooke. Like I said, it's just one strand. I don't want to cut it. Can you see the way I placed it across? Okay, the way I placed it. Okay, this fabric is giving me issue. So you just have to use your hand and keep adjusting. Use your hand and keep adjusting. Okay, make sure they are very close to each other. And you know, those lines on that Asooke need to align. They need to keep making the V all the way down, the V all the way down. Okay, they need to meet at every point so that you get what you actually want. So I'm going to pin down. I'm going to pin down. Okay, can you see? At this point, make sure the V is meeting the other. The line from the left is meeting the one from the right, so that it will give you a V. Okay, so that it will give you a V. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, just watch me. I keep folding in the Asooke gradually. I keep folding it in. Can you see that I'm making a V? Okay, the ash color is meeting with the ash color, the wine color is meeting with the wine, and the black stripe will also be meeting with the black to form a V. You continue to fold in your Asooke. You continue to fold it in. Okay, so just watch me. And as you are folding, you are pinning it down. Okay, as you are folding, you are pinning it down. Just follow the process gradually. Don't rush. Just follow it gradually. Can you see me folding? As I'm folding, I am forming a V. Okay, so can you see now that I am done? I've been able to fold and fold until I got to my desired length. Then I had to use my iron. You press it out, press it out, press it out. You press it out. Okay, we have not sewn yet, so you just press it out first. Okay, to make sure you get a line, because we are going to be stitching it. We are going to remove it and stitch. Okay, so but before we remove it, I'm going to be trimming off the excess. Just watch me. Just be very careful. Make sure you lift it up very well and you trim off the excess. Okay, watch me this other way. Okay, trim off. I'm still calculating. I hope this video has been helpful. Please hit the subscribe button. Please like, share, comment on this video. Okay, so I've been able to trim it off. Let me take it up a bit. Okay, so this is what I have. I'm just trimming the sides. I'm trimming off the sides. Okay, can you see it? Please be very careful with this so that you will not cut into your fabric. So this is what I have. Then if you have a tassel, you can also impute tassel at the tip of this V. If you have a tassel, but for this, I am not installing any tassel. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is to remove it. Remove all the pins. Remove all the pins. Remove all the pins. Okay, remove all the pins. That's my center line. I'm trying to make it visible because I'll be removing and I'll come back to, you know, to install them. Okay, I'm still trying to make the V as possible. That is why I still have to cut out all those edges. Okay, so I'm going to trim it off and we continue, right? I'm still trying to adjust. Make sure you adjust properly, because by the time you want to sew, everything will align to each other. Okay, that's why I'm not fast forwarding this space. So I just had to re-iron again just to get the right line where I'm going to sew on. Okay, so I will trim off the edges that came out again. Make sure you don't cut your fabric. Lift it up while you are cutting. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so now I'm removing the pins. Okay, I'm removing the pins. Just take your time. If you don't understand it, you can watch it again. I'm removing the pins. Okay, so now just look at the back. You can see where was folded inside. So I'm going to place it right side facing right side, and I'm going to sew. Can you see? I'm going to sew from this point all the way down. Can you see? I'm going to sew all the way down. It will now be just one piece. Can you see? That is why you have to iron very well. So when I'm done sewing, I had to iron. So I just have one piece of this. So after ironing it out, can you see what I'm doing? After sewing, you iron out. It's now one piece. Okay. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is to get my fabric. Can you see it? Can you see how it came out? So you have to iron it well when you pinned down, so that by the time you sew, you just get your V. So now I'm just going to place it on my fabric. Place it. As I'm placing it, I'm also going to pin it down. And when I pin it down, I'm going to bring out the facing. I'm not going to sew on the facing. Okay, I'm going to bring out the facing, put it this way, pin it down, then I'll sew. Then when I'm done with that, you can close your shoulders, close your sleeve, you know, make if you want the Asooke also to be at the sleeve area, you put your desired length and hem the down part. Don't forget it has 2 side slits. And when you're done with that, okay, just make sure at every point you pin and you pin. So when you're done with that, you just go ahead and sew and sew and sew. Yes, then you get your proper. And once you are done with that, you will see how beautiful it will come out. So like I said, don't forget to pin down and also bring out the facing before you sew down the Asooke on the dress, because we are not going to be sewing it. Now you can also use your hemming gum to bring it down first for it to be stable before you start sewing. You use your hemming gum to bring it down just at the edges, then you sew it round. Okay, don't forget to trim off the excess at the shoulder parts. Okay, make sure you trim out the excess at the shoulder parts, and you know, at every point make sure you pin. And at the end of the day, this is what we have. Is it not looking beautiful? So please try this and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have watched to this end, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, share and comment. See you in the next one. Bye bye.